What's up, internet? Long time no see. Brandon here. It's been a while. I do apologize for being a little bit non-existent recently. So the main thing is this team and my performance at OCIC is the main particular reason is why I actually haven't been being able to produce content. So I'm gonna. It honestly just really hurts, kind of mentioning it, but you know it's a loss, and I need to kind of get over it, and you know improve myself. So, what has happened in the past? I think OCIC was about three and a half weeks ago. I can't remember exactly because one, it was obviously a while ago, and I was at a point where I got really frustrated and upset with myself. So, I participated in OCIC, when was it? It was the third, it was in February. We're now in March. Sorry. I'm just trying to remember everything, or like the dates and everything, but I can't really remember everything as the timeline is just so long ago, and it's genuinely bothering me. So yeah, all I really gotta say is that I performed quite terribly. I was hoping to do a lot better than I was obviously originally intending, because you know I thought I was doing relatively decent for a time. Actually, what I'm doing is a bit silly. I'm just gonna go into Flood Vein. I'm just gonna hit Iron Bundle here. But yeah, so I was expecting to go pretty well with this team. There was one counter I didn't really consider, and that was specifically Armor Rouge and DD. So I had a lot of difficulty playing around them, which, yes, I'm very much aware that it is a really tough matchup. Let's ball here, especially for me specifically, and yeah, it just hurt a lot because that was just mostly what I was up against. I want to say half the teams I played, I think that was about 8 rounds or 9 rounds. I didn't participate in all of them. And for those asking, no, I didn't actually drop. So I got so frustrated round 8. And I was just not having it. So I was like, well, I guess I should just leave. And because I was just so annoyed, I just backed out. I didn't even like tell anyone that I knew, who, like, all my friends that were with me, or that not were with me necessarily, but that were like there with me. Not there with me. Sorry, that I met up there, because I haven't seen them in like since last year. Since I think it was, what was it? I think it was like mid last year. Oopsie, I dropped that. Yeah. Like I want to keep talking about it, but like the more I talk about it, it just hurt. It just like doesn't feel too good. But you know, it's stuff that you need to learn to deal with, especially with humiliating defeat, I guess. I'm not too sure. But no, it's just been really tough playing against that duo specifically for me. But don't worry, I do have a way to improve it. Oh, and it wasn't expecting any ball. I'm going down. I'm just trying to think what else I was trying to note. I got a really unlucky roll for Gastrodon. So I was just clicking Muddy Waters. I was playing against a... Oh, what was it? They opened Talonflame and they had something in the next to it. So my main focus wasn't really to take out Talonflame, but I was just slowly dwindling its health, which it sort of worked. Okay. Here. Go for a Dranclaw into Pinturchin and fake out Iron Moth. Yeah, I was relatively well, actually, I'll talk about my 8th round. So it was during the first game. I was versing a Garganacl team, but I just decided to not really care. Well, I'll say my heart wasn't in the game, so I was just clicking buttons, just not really caring, or even reading the team sheet, which I do have the team sheet. Well, my own team sheet, not the other person's. But yeah, I still got that team sheet. But yeah, just reading the team sheet, because one, it is so tiny to read the text, because it's obviously in so many different languages. I think it was like 9 or something. I can't really remember. I'm just gonna smack you for a bit. Why is it wide guarding? Oh, Sludge Wave. That's an okay, fair enough. I generally wasn't expecting to see that. Let's do... Okay, that did more than I expected. I'm off on HP. The punch, we do KO it. Yeah, so pretty much that was round one of, I just pushed buttons, stopped caring, and in the middle of game 2, or well, not even the middle, it was like the start of game 2. I think it was like I played the turn 2. I was just like, you know what? I just don't feel it. I just don't care. So I decided, well, I guess this can't really hurt. So I just forfeit. Didn't even talk to my opponent. And then also they didn't say anything to me. Let's go. Oh, that was literally their response, and then nothing happened. Which is kind of unfortunate, because I was kind of hoping that, you know, they'd be a bit more polite instead of just going, oh, okay. But, you know, I was literally bottom tier. So, overall, I went 1-8. That was that. Oh, I think I kind of slipped away from what I was talking about with the Muddy Waters. Oh, that was terrifying. So with the Muddy Waters specifically, it was oh, big damage. That's not enough HP, unfortunately. Annoyingly, if I actually terrored, I could have actually survived. Or terrored Salamence. That's fine. It happens. Or just Thunder Punch it, see what happens. But I doubt it'll not knock me out. But yeah, GG's. So, I clicked Muddy Water 3 times. I missed Talonflame turn 1. And then connected with Fluttermane. They swapped out and sent out something. It was wasn't a Y guard user because he didn't have Y guard. I think it was Annihilate. And then I Muddy Watered again, missed both. Muddy Watered again, missed both again. I was like, I was just destroyed then. But yeah, that's what happens when you're playing tournaments sometimes. But to be fair, this is literally the worst I've played in a tournament in quite a while. So the last time I got that like such a bad record was in 2017, 2018. It was the Primal Mega format. Or it was just another version of that format for Sun and Moon. Or Ultra Sun and Moon, sorry. To be a bit more specific. That's if I'm remembering it correctly. I could not be. But yeah, so I'm now going to be working on a new team. So I don't have very long for it because I'm going to a tournament. I'm actually going to be going to Sydney. So that'll be the last big tournament I'll be able to compete in. So hopefully I do a little bit better than a little bit better than that. I'd be a little bit sad if I didn't, but you know, it is what it is. It just shows that I'm just not good in this format specifically. But when DLC rolls around, which I was kind of hoping, because for some reason they changed the dates for Sydney regionals. So Sydney regionals was originally supposed to be in May, but for some reason they pushed it up to April, and then to make it even more haha funny, they decided, well, let's make it April 1st. And I don't know why. Yeah. Then as well, I know what I can do to refine the team, but the thing is, I don't know if I want to refine this team specifically. Because one, this team is kind of meh, in my opinion. Like, it definitely doesn't perform as well as I would have hoped. As much as because I was really building around Gothitelle and Fluttermane. And then obviously seeing like Wolfie did really good with Perish Trap, but I didn't really stick with Perish Trap. I think I only used it once, and that was against my friend. Funny enough. No wait, I didn't go 1 and 8. Sorry, I lied. Game 1 I lost. Game 2 I won because that was my friend. Ooh, perfect. Not so perfect. That next game I lost. Versus someone else I knew in the community. And I lost. Maybe I went 2 and 7. Yeah, I think I went 2-7. So I do remember that loss, even though it's not a great way to really lose or anything like that. Oh, great tusk. Oh, that was a really good switch in. That's a lot of damage there, champ. But yeah, so we're gonna go sticking with 2 battles tonight. I don't want to like push myself too far, especially with like how bad my performance has been kind of recently, and then like how kind of disappointed I am with how I am doing right now with this team. But you know, that's the experience of how to slightly get better at the game. But at some point, I do plan on just going back, just going to play TCG for a while. And then as well, I actually have some pretty big news happening in probably like next week. I can officially announce it. Okay, I pretty much lost here, unfortunately. But yeah, so that's something I'm definitely want to like bring up to light eventually, because it's really cool what I've got going right now, or what I'm working on to now. So yeah, it's also related to why I'm going with a bit more into the TCG route in comparison. Yeah, sorry for like just being a bit more like very inactive. I've just had a really tough time with like the tournament performance. But, you know, stuff happens. And I guess at this point I might as well announce it, because so something I've been working on for the past. Ooh, okay, that's fine. How long have I been working on it? So about a month. I've been working on bringing something back. And then for those who are kind of unaware, it's actually going to be the podcast. So I do have a podcast. It does exist. It's going to be fun to actually bring back. Because, one, I haven't actually done anything for it in a very... last time I checked the upload was about 8 months ago. And that was the last one we did. We were going to continue, but there were issues. And I'm not going to disclose those issues because they weren't very good. Or at least that specifically wasn't very good. And I think I've lost. Unfortunate. I don't think it really mattered on my hands. But yeah, so it sucked. to be all honest with you. With why we had to cancel the podcast. But I've always thought to bring it back. And the way I'm bringing it back is I'm going to be inviting a very special guest. I'm not going to say who it is because I'm gonna be a bit cheeky about it. Unfortunate. But yeah, it's a really fun thing that I wanted to bring back after a very long time. And then I got 2 other projects I'm going to bring out eventually. One is something that I've actually been working on for a year now. Well, it's been in the works for a year. I haven't actually done a bit more for it. Mainly because I just want to bring the trailer out. That's like my main goal for it. I just want to have something ready. Oh, I want it to be a bit more than just, you know, bum fluff, I guess. Like, I want it to be people's worth. Okay, and there goes Among Us. Like, I want it to be worth the hype. I want it to be, like, to my standard. Obviously, it's not going to be up to my standard since it's going to be a very tough, I guess concept it is for me. Because it's not easy at all. What I'm currently working on. So just protect. Cool. Okay, that's fine. No, I didn't want to do that. Alright, so you're just going to Ice Beam Among Us, because they're probably just going to go for Wine Gut again. Yep, perfect. beam. Big damage, and you're gone. Are you serious? That's really unfortunate. Yeah, so the event project I've been working on, I put that on hold for a while, for what it's been a very long time. And yeah, it is coming back. It's gonna be a bit more slow than normal. And then it's gonna like energy ball me. Yeah, because I think we lost this turn. Yeah, oh, Giga Drain, that's even worse. Yeah, yeah, I think that's more about it for like the announcements I want to kind of like mention, but or yeah, I guess it is announcements. But yeah. As you can tell, I haven't piloted this team in a while. I literally played one game on the first, just to go, oh yeah, I wonder how I'm gonna do, and I just lost, and I'm like, well, I guess there's just no point. Which is unfortunate because I enjoy playing Pokemon, but I'm still gonna be playing. It's not gonna be as frequent, and it's gonna be like stream stuff. Because one, as you can tell, this team is very underperforming. Like, there are Pokemon I have to remove, and yeah, I need to make so many calls on how to change and work this team to actually make it better, put it up to like a decent standing towards like the main meta, because I thought I was going to be versing a lot of Dondozos. That's why like I thought this team was great, and now Dondozo was well, for me playing personally, I haven't seen any Dondozo. I haven't played any Dondozo since. Like, I'm aware that the update existed and happened very recently, but still, even before then, I barely saw Dondozo. I only versed it once, and that was at a local event, and only one. So yeah, all right. I'm done with I'm done with the video. So thank you all very much for watching, and I'm very sorry for just being really silent. It's just been really, really tough for me, especially with the most, like, it wasn't even recent. It was, I want to say it was like 3 weeks ago that OCIC happened, and yeah, I'm just gutted that I just didn't do as well as I hoped, or performed at like a decent standing. So yeah, I'll see everyone later. Peace.